What is good, y'all? Today I'm gonna be back testing speedrunning an eval, so really just like risking half porting the eval, going for something as soon as I can, trying to go past an eval super quick. Looks like we're gonna be doing 2025 of June. All right, or June of 2025 rather. All right, speedrun eval, 50K. 50K prop firm session. We'll throw on NQ, throw on ES, chart layout over here. Bang. This June 2025. June 2025. We'll do second week. Why not? And probably shouldn't take more than a month. 6%, 1,000. No, let's speedrun. Let's do a Lucid Flex. So no daily loss limit, but 50% consistency, because I would say that's what most people trade with. So 50% consistency. I'm not going to make more than $1,500 in a day. I know there's an option for that on here, but I'll just manage that. And yeah, so getting right into it. What are we looking at on the high time frame? Starting on the daily, choppy. Let's see the weekly. Just looks pretty bullish, choppy, bullish, probably to this external, maybe previous day high. Let me scale down a little bit here. Yeah, so it looks like this is definitely going to be a draw. Oh, where's my, there we go. This is definitely going to be a draw, this 4-hour intermediate high on both assets. How are we going to get there? Let's see, do we have a 1 hour? Do have a 1 hour right here with an intermediate low that's still open. So if we remanipulate this 1 hour, I would like to use it as a condition, hopefully to bring us higher. But if we disrespect it, we can expect these lower gaps, probably this 4 hour down here. And if we respect it, we can expect the 4 hour intermediate high up here. So draws on both sides, this 1 hour intermediate as a condition. And let's see what market open presents us with. Just make sure there's not a 15 anything. Yep. Okay, cool. Nice clean accumulation right here too. So if we want an AMD model, we have perfect accumulation. If we get this manipulation, then some distribution with the Judah swing, that would be A+ right here. That's brutal. Like, this is exactly what I want, but it's just so, like, my RR is cooked. What am I gonna, like, that's not even a 1-to-1. So, this is like a guaranteed win, basically. You SMT this low, we just manipulated this, so that's fine. Like, you can definitely justify this. I honestly might take it on ES, just because the fact that, like, ES still has this draw a lot higher, just break even once NQ takes it, because NQ could just consolidate up here, but I would assume based off that displacement, we do tap that 1 hour. It's very, very nice. Like, this is a risk-free trade in my eyes. Let me just make sure we don't have like a 5-minute that we're inside of. Yeah, so this is a risk-free trade in my eyes. I'm assuming we have like a nice 30-second down here or something, but either way, even if we don't, this is fine to take off of this 1 minute because we did remanipulate, so it resets the timer. This is fine. I'm honestly just going to go for a 1-to-1 on ES. I don't typically do this, but speedrun and eval, going to go for what I can. Just go for a 1-to-1, throw on, I don't know, we'll throw on how much risk? 3%, I guess, half port this. All right, so bang, break even right there just because NQ took the draw. I don't want to sit in the trade for longer than I have to. If we're going to run, we should just run, but if we're going to reject, we will reject because we don't technically need to take this on ES next. We've SMT'd the target. Okay, bang. So there's half the eval already done. Great way to start. Not much more to say about that. Perfect AMD model and bullish high time frame. Very nice trade to begin. 4 hour. Okay, so it looks like we have a new week opening gap. A lot of accumulation, high time frame. Weekly, is there? There's still nothing. Like, we do have these weekly draws up here, so I think weekly we're still going to be more bullish. Daily doesn't look like something I would really want to be trading in, especially with like this 4 hour. We do have this new week opening gap lower, but there's just nothing to really take us there. So I'm gonna mark out the new week opening gap, fill, and the new week opening gap, but I don't expect anything today. Like typically what I would do in this case is just write in my journal, no trade day pre-fire, because we really don't have anything. Like, I know this new week opening gap is going to get hit at some point, more than likely. If we are going to take it, though, we're going to need to manipulate, I don't know, a lot. Like, the manipulation leg is going to be bigger than the distribution leg at this point. And I would just expect this draw to get hit a lot sooner than something to manipulate and then take us back lower. But if I had to take something today, I would be looking for these gaps up here, this gap up here, this 30-minute up here to send us lower, hopefully with clean AMD structure. This does look like data right here, so we do have data draws higher too. Do we take them on ES? We took them on ES, so SMT data targets. I'm not really loving anything today. Play out price and see what we get. Okay, so we do take data. If we get the manipulation, that would be sick, but I'm not really expecting it. Can I justify this? Not really. Not something I would take lap time, so I'm not going to take it back testing. I would really want to see ES at this point higher for 10 a.m. We just edge this. So now I would want to see NQ take this because we just got like literally 10 points away from it. Okay, so we finally take that. We haven't opened any even 5-minute gaps yet. Wow, that's brutal. This is just straight LR though, so if we do get an entry up here, I'd be really down to go take that. I would just want to see, okay, ES takes that. So now for 10-15, I would want to see this remanipulate, but I would also want to see some accumulation here because right now we're targeting literally just straight bullish candles. Like, you can say it's technically LR, but I don't really like when there's no swings in the accumulation. Like, this isn't really accumulation in my eyes. This is just like us walking up, you know? Okay, resweep SMT, so that's fine now technically to distribute. We have a 30-second here. No, I'm not taking anything right here. We need this whole thing. Ooh, I would need this whole thing basically, whatever the highest time frame on this whole leg is to get inversed. So this 4-minute basically is going to be my, if we inverse this, and I'll take it. Hello? Hello? All right, that's nice. Oh, short intermission here. You know, FX replay doing his thing as per usual. Doesn't really want to work. What can you do about it? Not much. Just kind of gotta wait here. Unfortunate. This is brutal. Holy, this is brutal, bro. Just take any longer. All right, there we go. Back to here. It replayed price like a few minutes. I'm not gonna go cheat and like take a short right here. What is that? Okay, nice. Okay, so there was that 4-minute close. There's let me just throw it back on the 1 minute. Another 4-minute candle. I'm starting to reject. So now at this point, I don't really have conviction in anything. Like, ooh, this is technically valid because boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to inverse. I don't know. I am speedrunning evals. Oh, but we tapped to 15 now. Too many cons for this. We tapped to 15-minute on ES. That was kind of like the deal breaker for me. If this 15-minute wasn't here on ES, I would be a little bit more down to take it. I don't know if I 100% would, but this is like, I'm not taking that anymore. It's just not good enough for me to want to take. Even though this 15 minutes weak, it's attacking high resistance, defending low resistance. It took way too many candles to go inverse this 4-minute. I don't love taking 4-minute trades to begin with because I've noticed that 4 minutes typically don't have the highest win rate for me. I don't know what it is, but I just don't love it to begin with. And with ES being inside of a 15-minute too, it's not something I want to take. We have FOMC today, huh? That's, I think, what I just saw. FOMC. I'm not going to try and trade on FOMC. I'm going to skip that. All right. We're looking at here. Obvious bearish trend. Daily, what do we have? Well, not a whole ton. We did just take previous day low. 4 hour, looks like we're going to be disrespecting this 4 hour, but I'm going to wait for 10 a.m. close to be 100% sure on that. We don't open up any new 4 hours on NQ though. We do on ES. We have this little 4 hour above. Could be a draw, but we'll see. If we have like a 30-minute here, I'd be down to go take a continuation. Yeah, so this 30-minute right here, kind of going to be a condition. We don't have it on ES, so that's an issue. Do we have a 15? We do have a 15. So basically just this level going to be my condition. Whatever happens off this level is more than likely what's going to happen for the day. I would like to see a bearish continuation here. DOL, just taking all this sell side down here. Inversing this 4 hour. We do have this lower 4 hour right here too. Do we tap? Oh, wait, hold on. This might change the story. Is that a 4 hour and did we tap it? High is 21,740. Low is no. So no 4 hour gap right here. That is not a 4 hour gap. Oh, wait. Low is 741. High. Oh, no. There is a 1 tick 4 hour gap here. Hold on. I was geeking out. There's a 1 tick 4 hour gap down there. There's a 4 hour down here too. So if we're going to begin rejecting out of that, which it looks like we are, still using this 30 minutes as a condition, but going to be leaning slightly more bullish. We could go end up running all of this, like all these swings, all this buy side up here, coming up to maybe like a 1 hour. Yeah, coming up to this 1 hour right here. I don't hate this. We'll see. I can definitely justify either direction. That is like, you know, a lot of the time where losses take place. So gonna be more on my toes and reactional here, but we'll see. Is that news? Looks like news. Yeah. So we do have data lower too. I'm assuming it was like a Trump tweet or something, but we do have data lower. So on my toes about data too. Really, I would like to see an open high low close here, remanipulate the 4 hour, and then we start to run something, but we'll see. Or if we take data off rip, we could take a trade back up to this 30-minute, whatever works. All right, we dump, take data, get this. Now it's not aligned with time, and this is not LR, so I'm not going to be taking it. Okay, now we're aligned with time. We just continue to dump, though. Wow. So I'm assuming now this sell side liquidity is going to be the draw. So mark this out and mark this out. Do we have like any 1 hour sell side? Not really, no. So what am I expecting now? I'm not really expecting an entry today, but if we do get an entry, I would like to see a 15-minute open right here, 15-minute open right here, and a tap into it. I'm just going to play out the last 9 minutes of price right there for 10 a.m. All right, so 10 a.m. now. I do like this really slow retrace. If we get a tap into this 15-minute, I would absolutely be down to go take a short, but I don't expect it. This is horrible. Still no 15-minute, so we're going to end up opening a 30-minute here pretty soon. Really slow walk up. So if we take this 15-minute, we get a really strong reaction, I would be super down to go take this. But okay, so now the issue here is that ES has no true manipulation, plus ES just opened a 30-minute and NQ just opened a 30-minute. I would want to see this 30-minute tab now. Even though we did just tap this 15, I would want to see this 30-minute on both assets, which we, oh, maybe we get? No, we don't ever get. Yeah. Unfortunate. Oh, we tap it 5 minutes left in the session. Do I want to go take that? Probably not, because we don't even get the inversion. Yeah. I'm assuming 11 a.m. is going to start running lower, though. We got, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. On to the next day. Speedrunning the eval. Don't want to spend too much time there. Higher. Higher. All right. 4 hour looks very bullish right now. 1 hour. Pretty bullish to, we took that draw. I don't know, we have some nice LR up here. Wouldn't hate that. We still have these draws on ES, so be leaning bullish here. We want to see like a 30-minute con here, 15-minute if we have an open 15 minutes closer. But I would want to see at least one asset tap this 30-minute. And hopefully we don't end up retracing all the way down to this 1 hour. But if we don't get anything by 10 a.m., then we'll have an open 1 hour lower. So open low, high close is what I'm hoping for. Tap it. Do we have 15 on NQ? No. No 15. We tap the 30 on ES though. I would want to just see true manipulation. Yeah, unfortunate. You know, maybe we get it. 10 a.m. about to open. So if we can accumulate right here, open this 1 hour at these lows, that would be really ideal here. So this 1 hour is about to be open. ES, I'm assuming we can just remanipulate this 30-minute. Yeah, so ES, I would just want to see this low get taken again for 10 a.m. But 10 a.m. opens in 1 minute. Okay, so this is actually the 10 a.m. Oh wait, do we still have that 1 hour? Ooh, what is that? All right. This 1 hour, do we still have it? Yes, we do. All right, tiny little 1 hour there, but it's fine. Do we have a 4 hour that we're opening? No 4 hour that we're opening. So hopefully a 1 hour tap on NQ, 30-minute remanipulation on ES, and then we get a continuation higher. Nothing that I'm interested in yet. I don't know. 30-second on ES maybe? No, 15-second. I feel like this is just searching for opportunity. Like, we do have this 15-second technically valid, but I don't know. So much LR at your stop. No, I'm not taking that. It's like you're catching a falling knife too. I don't know. I'm not taking that. I would want to see reaccumulation, manipulation. There we go, manipulation. But at this point, it looks like we're just kind of going to be bearish. Down to like a 4 hour or something. So maybe this lower 1 hour, maybe this lower 4 hour. I would hope it's only just going to be this 1 hour. This is our closest DOL though. ES, I'm going to probably run to the 4 hour as well, or this 1 hour lower, sorry, as well. We're going to open a 15 minutes. Yes, hopefully we will see that. Okay, so 15 minutes is open up here. Does ES have this 15 minute? Yes, it does. All right, so ES 15 minute, NQ 15 minute, really just in between two DOLs now. I don't know why I moved the line from that, but in between two DOLs, really just trading like condition to condition here. Take one line, take a trade to the other. Ideally, we don't SMT. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, we get that. Ooh, 1030. 1030 remanipulation would be nice. Okay, remanipulation here. At this point, it just looks like we're bearish though, so I'm not going to force anything. No trade that day. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Probably this previous day high. Really choppy though, like I don't like this. We are taking that, and we took this 4 hour down here, and then we distribute, take this 4 hour up here, we distributed lower, which led us to this 4 hour getting taken, distributing a little bit higher. Now we inverse this 4 hour right here. So I'm gonna be leaning a little bit more bullish, but we are in between high resistance versus high resistance. I would kind of expect this high resistance though, just because of the fact that we've inversed the 4 hour. Oh wait, this isn't, oh, this is LR. Okay, so ES never took this 1 hour, yeah, or ES never took this, yeah, 1 hour. So I'm expecting a little bit higher on ES. Let's see, 30-minute gap. There is a 30-minute gap on NQ, not ES. We have 10 a.m. news, not too worried about it. Do we have 15-minute on ES, 15-minute intermediate low. Okay, I can work with that. So what am I looking at today? We are distributing it out of this 4 hour lower, not on ES, but on NQ we are distributing out of this 4-hour lower. Distributing out of this 1 hour lower on ES, this is the 4 hour right here. We do have this 4 hour intermediate high, or 1 hour intermediate high? 1 hour intermediate high. 1 hour intermediate high right here. LR on ES. We look like we're pretty bullish, respecting this gap, disrespecting this gap. I would fully expect this buy side now. So how do we get there? We have this 15-minute intermediate low on both assets, 30-minute gap on NQ, no 30-minute gap on ES. I want to see an open low, high close to take us up to this buy side. Okay, open low, and we get this 3 minutes. Okay, I can rock with that. There's probably a 5 minute though. 4 minute? We didn't interact with the 5 minute yet. 4 minute, we still have this higher gap. 3 minutes. There's still gaps higher on the leg. Yeah, there's still a gap higher on the leg, so I'm not going to take this. I don't know. ES looks really good. I'm assuming this is data. Looks like some data draw right here. Let me zoom out on the 1 minute and see. Yeah, this is definitely some data draw over here. So we do have a lot of draws higher, and I really like ES right now, but NQ just doesn't look amazing. We have 9:45 news, so I'm gonna wait for this news to drop, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, news doesn't really do too much, but this is a data high now. If we have like a sponsored 4 minute, I would be down to, so SMT, the sponsored 4 minute with nothing. I wouldn't want to take a 15-second out of that. We don't even have one either way, but yeah. So, just gonna be waiting now. I think we're gonna go take this DOL, but yeah. So ES takes DOL. So now I would want to see NQ take it and then be reactionary. So there we go. So 10 a.m. opens higher, puts in this top wick. We get an obvious stop hunt on both assets. Now if we inverse this 1 minute with a ton of displacement, I would be probably open to taking it. Just taking a 1-to-1 short. We don't though. He gets 30-second up here maybe? No, 15 seconds. We get nothing up there. I'm not taking a 5-second up there. That feels like catching a falling knife. Yeah. At this point, we've pumped so much. I don't really want to see bearishness. We just look very bullish. Yeah, I don't really have anything. We could get a 15-minute retrace here, but that's about all I can see, to be honest. If we get a 15-minute here, I think that's pretty lucky. We'll see, though. 15-minute retrace. Okay, 15 minutes open now. And we get absolutely nothing. All right, on to the next day. This is really unfortunate, PA. I guess June 2025 was not very amazing, but what are you going to do? Okay, 4 hour. We have this open 4 hour here. I would love to see this get retraced to super overextended. 500-point pump without a retrace. So would love to see this get retraced to 30 or 1 hour. You have this intermediate low right here. A lot of accumulation at these highs. Intermediate low right here. Intermediate low right here. 30 minutes. Not much. 15 minute. Is there a 30-minute higher? Yes, we have this 30-minute intermediate high up here. And we have maybe a 15-minute on ES. Yeah, 15-minute higher on ES. I would prefer to go take a Kant short. We do have the stretch 15 up here too on NQ. Mark that out. Yeah, I would prefer to go take a Kant short. We have data lower and data higher. Trump, I guess, was tweeting a lot right here. Or is this 8:30? That's 8:30 news. So 8:30 news right there, but this is a Trump tweet 9:15. Guarantee it. So I would want to see this data stay intact ideally, open high, low, close, and that would be a really strong draw lower. Something that would be open half boarding and passing this eval. No true manipulation. It's brutal. We don't have, yeah, we have nothing on ES. It's so brutal. I feel like this is going to run right now too, but what are you going to do about it? 30 seconds. We don't even have a clean, no clean entry yet either way. Oh. Please open high. Please higher. Please higher. Higher? Yes. Okay. Now we have a spotted distribution. Do you have a 15-second right there? Ooh, we do have a 15-second, and I missed it a little bit. But I would still be fine taking it. We just got to change in the state, so even more confirmation. 9:30 opens higher. Do I want to take this? I mean, we don't really need this fresh 15. If anything, that's just an SMT that adds to conviction. Oh, that's just data. That's not the 15-minute. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I saw that. That's just data. That's not the 15-minute. So never mind. I'm not taking that. Yeah, that would have been horrible. All right. I mean, if we generate a swing there, that's fine. I would want to see, yeah, open higher still. Okay, bang. Now I'd be down for a 30-second right here. This would be A+ if we got, is there a 30-second right there? Yeah, a tiny little 30-second right there. If we get this though, it would be A+. I would take it 10 times out of 10. Hello? Oh my gosh, we're back to this, bro. Back to, all right, I'm gonna refresh my page. Back to not loading candles. It's amazing. Oh, it's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. If you made it far or this far in the video, comment a cookie emoji or just the word cookie. Something cookie related. All right, 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. What? Hold on. What am I looking at? That was before. Okay, yeah, that was before. Bang, so 9:47, this is where we were. I don't know why it's playing out on the 30-second. I don't know why this candle's not loading. Like, this is so brutal. I'm gonna refresh again because I don't know why this isn't loading. This is really annoying. I'm sorry about these FX replay bugs, but I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. All right, is it loaded now? Yes, it is loaded now. Perfect. Alrighty. We get another resweep. So is there a 15-second up here? No. Okay, at this point I would kind of want to see this 1 minute then. Or is there a 2 minute here? Yeah, about to be a 2 minute. Let me see this. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I can definitely justify this. Okay, yeah, this 1 minute I'm gonna justify it with. I'm just gonna take this to a 1-to-1, half port the account, and this should be passed because we are aligned with time. Trade idea, we are aligned with time. Oh, oops, what is going on? All right, trade idea, we are aligned with time, tap into a fresh 15-minute on both assets, clear LR down here so that we have this clear accumulation zone right here. Then we have our manipulation. Now this should lead to our distribution down to our sell side liquidity. I'm not going to be greedy and take like some insanely high RR trade, even though I do think it'll play out lower and we don't really have a reason to reverse here. Like we don't even have a 5-minute gap here. I'm just going to take my 1-to-1 and pass the eval, half port the account. What you could do here is if you wanted to be more conservative, throw on like $500 of risk and take, I don't know, a 3-to-1 trade right here. I would just prefer to go take a 1-to-1 and half port the account because I know I'm not going to be upset with myself if I lose this trade. It's going to have to be like 3.02% or 3.01% because this is like slightly under it. 3.005. Oh my gosh, bro. 3.005. 3.05. That's fine. Whatever. 3.01. With 50% consistency, you can make like, I think up to like $60 or something difference. So going $5 over 1,500 is not a big deal. Or I could just target like slightly lower and risk a little bit less, whatever. But yeah, this should play. And probably not gonna go break even here because we're probably gonna run lower. All right, so as you can see, the eval has been passed in 9 days. Look at that, pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's gonna be the end of the video. I don't have much more to say. Hopefully this was a little bit educational, a little bit motivational. You know, you can pass evals. Would I recommend half porting to everybody? Probably not. You want to have experience on why you're half porting, what you're half porting, and wait for A++ setups. The 2 setups I took in this video were pretty A++. I would half port my funded or half port my evals on them. Probably not my fundeds though. I would throw on some decent risk for these on fundeds though. But yeah, Thank you guys for sticking around. Again, if you made it here, comment cookie. Sorry about all the FX replay issues, but hopefully it'll be better in the next video. Alrighty, thank you.